They're helping farmers protect the environment. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Our topic today is the Michigan Agriculture Environmental Assurance Program. Here to discuss it with us is its manager, Jan Wilford. Thank you so much for joining us today.
And thank you for having me here.
What exactly is the Michigan Agriculture Environmental Assurance Program and how does it work?
Quite a mouthful, isn't it? I'll just use the acronym of MAEAP. MAEAP is a voluntary proactive program that farmers use to use a risk analysis of their farms so that they can make sure that their practices are protective of the environment, as well as making sure they're good, sound farming practices.
If it's voluntary and you're not making anybody do this, about how many farmers, or do you know what percentage of farmers actually opt into this program and are taking advantage of it?
I do, and it's pretty amazing. There are about 55,000 farms in Michigan, and we have 10,000 of them started at an educational part of the program. We have verified over 1,000, about 1,100, and that means they've gone completely through the program.
And are you always trying to recruit more folks and get those numbers up, I would imagine?
Oh, we certainly are. In fact, our governor has given us a goal of 5,000 verified farms by the end of 2015. So we're working very aggressively to involve more farms.
And what types of farms, or who would be sort of the perfect candidate to go through the program? Is it just the small guy that's got a couple of acres with some corn, or are we talking about huge dairy and cattle farms and that type of thing?
Yes and yes. The program was designed for farms all sizes, all commodities. You know, Michigan is only second to California in the number of commodities, so that was a pretty big enterprise to develop some pretty site-specific risk assessment programs. So all farms, all sizes, all commodities, livestock, fruits, vegetables, Christmas trees, greenhouses.
You said the governor has set forth this goal for you over the next several years. There's also some talk perhaps of some extra dollars being proposed for the program to help get more farms on board?
Yes, this is a critical need. There are two pinch points in the program. One is after the farmer does the risk assessment, they really need some technical assistance to identify all of those areas where they need to make practice changes on the farm. That's primarily done through conservation districts. We have about 30 people involved in the state, and we're hoping to boost that up to about 40. Plus, the staff that does from MDARD that does the verifying of the practices on the farm, we have 3 right now to cover the entire state. So we're hoping to add 2 more.
And then what's the ultimate advantage, certainly not only to the farmer, but I would imagine entire regions and communities benefiting as well?
There really are a lot of advantages. One is bringing it right to the right home to the farmer in the neighbor relations, the farmer in the community. Farmers in doing this risk assessment really look closely at their practices and potential impact on their neighbors or the community. They also pay a lot of attention to emergency preparedness as part of the program. So that has great advantages. And the primary one, to natural resources. Farmers are in the business for a long time to come. They want to make sure the natural resources are there for themselves and for the state and all of the citizens who want to enjoy those.
Once a farm starts the process of trying to become verified and goes through all the motions, how long of a process is that? And then do they get something when they're all done, showing hooray, I've met all these standards?
You know, we have actually done a little research, and the average time it takes a farm is 2 years. Now, some might do that a little sooner, and some might take a lot longer. Some of it depends on the financial investment. And you can tell if a farm is verified because at their farm they'll display a sign just like this.
And so that means proactively on their own, a farmer has taken the steps necessary to be a good environmental steward. Thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
For more information on today's topic, you can head to MAEAP.org or you can call 517-373-9797. Today's Comcast Newsmaker was Jan Wilford, the manager of the Michigan Agriculture Environmental Assurance Program.